were these? In 2 weeks. Alright, you lot, I hope you're well. YouTube isn't. So I'm not on about all the boxing match kickoffs, right? That was in my last video. What I'm talking about, this man, PewDiePie, he's been misbehaving a bit. Right, okay, so don't shout at us. I know this is annoying, but just before getting the video, if you're new around here and you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would mean a massive amount to me. We are trying to hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year, so any help towards that would be absolutely massive, and I'll shut up and we'll get on with it. So I can't show you any of this, right, because I'll make about 20p off this video, but if by some chance you don't know already, right, Felix here, he dropped the N-word live on stream this week.
Nick and poop, dude!
Oh, great. That's me not eating for the next 2 months. So you might be thinking, right, the last time PewDiePie had a bit of a up, right, it cost YouTube and creators, like, you know, just billions and that. So then you're thinking, right, surely YouTube are like trying to keep this on the low down, right, you know, try to reduce all of the fallout from it. Nope. They've made it trend #1 worldwide. Right, I'm moving back home. Okay, they announced the new iPhone this week. Basically, it costs $1,000 and you can unlock it with your face. But there was a few interesting moments during the announcement. So for the majority of it, right, it's just the standard bunch of old white men walking around a stage, making everything they talk about sound absolutely unreal. Hello lads, how's it going? This is me dad, right, and he died recently, so we built him a building. Anyway, right, have a look at the stuff we've made this year. Right, so you know that watch we make? We made another one. It's also sold more than those watches that cost about 10 grand more than it. Isn't that amazing? So basically, right, what we're going to do is use it to control your heart and that and make it beat twice as fast so like you can run really quick on that. I might have made that bit up. You can also use it to call females on surfboards. Alright, here's some kids. And a little box you can use to control your telly. Yeah, look at this bird. Isn't he nice? And then, right, have a look at this. Here's the newest iPhone we've made, right? It's shiny on the back and it comes after the 7, right? So we'll call it the 8. But wait, right? One more thing. You don't want to think about that last one, right? Because here's another one and it's even shinier. It also, right, it comes after the 8. So we've called it the 10. But then this bloke appears and I just couldn't take it seriously.
Unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, you know, let's try that again.
So he comes on, right, to show just how easy it is to unlock it with your face and fails to do so.
Ho, ho, ho. Let's go to backup here.
It's as easy as what? Then where this just gets a bit weird, right, is he starts to show off how he can now use emojis with your face. You doing alright there, mate? Now sometimes, right, a topic comes along, right, and it'll kind of get like lost in between the episodes. And this is definitely one of them, right? So this Fire in the Booth, you know, I'm sure you'll have already seen it.
The thing goes
Would bang retweets like left, right, and center last week. Like you could quote it with any unimaginative shite and it would still do bits. But now like every sports Twitter account or anything like that, right, it's just been rinsing it in every single thing they can post. Like it seems to be whatever they're tweeting about, they'll try and fit this bloke into it.
boom, yo, the thing goes skitty kid pop pop, and the poop poop boom, skia, boom boom. Boom, boom. You done know.
It's just shite. Okay, so you remember Korean Billy, the bloke from Korea who's quite fond of trying out different British accents.
I repeat, I'm getting doing the tune. I'm gonna get more all.
Well, I don't really know how to tell you this, but he's jumped on a track this week.
Yo, it's me, Korean Billy. Yo, call my name, Korean Billy. Yeah. Yo. It's about the story. Be my mandem. I've got mandems, yo. Mandems.
What a banger. Right, okay, Jack Jones, twice in 2 weeks this is. He posted a photo this week. Oh, hang on, that's me. This guy is funny. He done a YouTube video about me, saying how much he hate me. He bought my app and watches my vlogs. Yeah, why is this written like it's from Jimmy the 4-year-old from reception? Think he wants a kiss. I saw you burst your bubble here, right? I didn't make that video on you. You're thinking of this bloke. Okay, and then a highlight of my week, right? I found this picture, and it's a guy advertising his barbershop business on his car. Carlo, yeah, streets ahead. Okay, and then Jim Carrey did an interview at New York Fashion Week.
I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air. On the good foot. Ha! You shut it down now.
That was interesting. Frozen hash browns recalled because they might contain chopped up golf balls. How? Okay, and then throwing it back to our first ever episode of this series. If you've been around for a very long time, right, and remember the times I used to sit, chat, and shite in my uni bedroom, you might remember the girl who dyed herself pink. And now it's been so long ago, I can't even remember how she did it. Well, it's happened again. So, the standard, right, this last year's whacked some glitter paint on her face, right, made it dead sparkly. I'm not really sure why, but it hasn't come off. apparently. Okay, and then moving on, right? The movie It came out this week, and I promise you, right, this isn't like a sponsored segment or whatever, but there's a character in it called Pennywise, I think. I haven't personally seen it, but I get the gist that the bloke kind of like drags kids into the sewers or like convinces them to go down with them, and it's been all over Twitter. So Amber here tweeted, what would Pennywise have to say to get you down here? This being the internet, there was some pretty weird responses. There's a whole lot of feet you can lick down here. Now, I don't really feel like reading any other ones out. Sick pedophiles are pretending to be chicken nuggets to lure kids. Right, I'm not being funny, right? And I realize, you know, this is kind of a serious issue, but how do you pretend to be a chicken nugget? Oh, aye, those nuggets. Serial sex offenders, them. Okay, moving on again. I am all for the ethical treatment of animals, but it's not a great way to start a sentence, that is it. You've probably seen this photo before. If you couldn't tell, right, it's a monkey, and he's taking a picture of himself. He's quite a nice looking bloke, isn't he? Well, as of this week, right, the bloke whose camera it was and whose picture it is has to give 25% of whatever that picture makes to the monkey. Fun fact, right, his name's Naruto. Basically, Peter have been arguing about who owns the rights to the photo. Like, surely there's more pressing issues at hand here. And they reckon that Naruto's rights were being infringed. Like, he's not gonna be sat there swinging about the trees being like, oh, I was gonna use that for my Facebook profile picture. I'm gutted. Like, the bloke's happily swinging amongst the trees while saving up for his next mortgage, and he's got no idea about it. Okay, and then another one, right? They announced a new Mario game this week, and you might be sat there, right, quite rightfully so, being like, well, why are you talking about this? Also, not a sponsored topic, but for the first time ever, they revealed he has nipples, which for some reason kicked off Twitter. Seriously though, right? How can so many people care about a video game character having, like, you know, actual human body parts? Again, surely you have more pressing issues. Okay, and then there's this video. Son hears dad's guitar for the first time. Yeah, Dad, will you shut up? Load of shite, this. Right, now I was just gonna mention this on my Snapchat. If you haven't already added that, it's right there. But I've got a feeling that we're probably quite close to that 10-minute mark as I record this. So, Max plays FIFA. You probably haven't heard of him. So he's me mate, right? And Max, I know you're just joking here, but you're chatting shit. So come on. So if you didn't know, he's a YouTuber, right? He's got 400k subs. He's also somehow managed to dwindle himself down to 20k views a video, but I mean, I'm not saying anything. Anyway, he's made a video this week in which he's decided to call us out. Not that you'd have any idea from that title and thumbnail, like, but you know, we'll move on. So originally, right, I was just gonna respond to all this on my Snapchat because, you know, it'll get more views.
This week on the internet? What the fuck is that shit? You're reacting to your dad having an epileptic fit.
What? Thing is though, right, you can tell he's just been sat there being like, right, what rhymes with shit? Ah, fit.
Come on now, Will. Really that desperate for views? What next? You gonna react to that time your mum was on the news?
Max, why are you drenched? Like, you must have stood against your wall, right? Recorded this for 15 minutes, sat down to edit it, see that you've got about 3 litres of sweat dropping down your arms, and then haven't even bothered to go and, like, refilm it with a different coloured t-shirt on. Why is he so red and all? Looks like those strip FIFAs have been getting to someone's blood pressure. Okay, and then moving on, he then goes on to say why he doesn't want to fight me on the undercard, apart from the fact he's about 5'4" and should probably be raising a family at this point in his life.
Actually, Will and E was going to be one of the guys I was going to call out for a fight, but I don't want to fight Will and E. And also, like, let's be real, the only ring Will and E is getting into is the bird chips.
So he's implying that I suck up to Josh, but this text conversation from a group chat I'm in, he put this. I'm ribbing Will a bit, showing a sneak peek at a potential diss track for him. I'm making a joke about him licking someone's ass. Who could I say Will bumlicks? Like, he bumlicks no one. But if I have to choose a name to fit the whole Josh. Right, well, Max, I'm glad you found your name at least.
Never heard of that YouTuber, what is it? Oh yeah, Will and E. The one that reacts to other people's content to make his pee. Not only that, he's a copycat. He stole his main series from Joanna the Rat.
Oh, right, this one. So in January 2016, right, I can't even lie, I started this series to be like the next Leafy is here. I kind of like get on the whole commentary YouTuber type of content, like, you know, as you can see from the thumbnails, but we all saw how that went, so Joella, that's fine. Like, just because there's internet in the title, right, like, this series is more similar to Equals 3, but nope, internet in the title, he's copied it. Right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like. Again, if you're new around here and you haven't already subscribed, we're trying to hit 1 million subs by the end of the year, so if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be a massive amount of me, and I'll see you guys later.